Let us assume for a moment that technology has advanced to the point where we can live on different planets of the solar system. You buy a ticket to visit every planet one by one, making your way from one planet to the other, all in the span of an Earth year. Want to experience that? Join us as we take you past the earthly realms. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a questions and answers platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers to different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which can easily be converted into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. On the 1st of November 2051, you depart from Earth, making your way to the farthest planet of the system, the dwarf planet Pluto. At first, you might not be the most comfortable sleeping in space and being strapped away in your sleeping bag to prevent from bumping into each other. Obviously, you won't be the only one traveling, and your mates will probably be in the same cabin, bringing enough personal belongings. Luggage issues are real, in space flights too. Let's assume that we have advanced to the point where it only takes a week to reach Pluto. Had we traveled with our current spacecraft, it would have taken us 12.5 years. That may have made you crazy in your tiny cabin, and we really don't want that, do we? No, maybe we'll use one of those mind-blowing space vehicles from SpaceX. After a week of playing cards and having fun with your mates, you're going to reach Pluto. Currently, it may be daytime in Pluto, yet it won't be shining. That's because it's quite far away and receives 600 times less light than the Earth. You look up at the sky and see the sun, which may appear to look like a very bright star. You see mountains ranging from 65 to 9,800 feet. That's about the height of Mount St. Helens. On their peaks, you're going to find red snow. The reason for the composition of snow is Pluto's atmosphere is rich in methane as higher altitude freezes, leaving red-capped snowy peaks. Pluto takes 6 Earth days to make a single rotation around its axis. 2 hours on Pluto is almost an entire day on Earth. The gravity here is 12 times weaker than what it is on Earth, making sleeping difficult for you. The next day you wake up in a bad mood with swollen eyes. Your day on Pluto has come to an end, and chances are it might leave you agitated. But cheer up, for your fun ride has just started. Now it's time to go to your next destination. You see a bright blue planet from far away, also known as the smallest gas giant of this galaxy, Neptune. Like Pluto, this planet is also rich in methane, and this methane is the reason the planet has such a predominantly blue color. The clouds of methane gas absorb most of the red visible light and reflect only the blue light into space. After landing, you look up at the sky and see not only one, but 14 moons. Your space guide might tell you a little fun fact. Each of these moons is named for a mythological Greek water deity. Closest to the furthest, their names are Naiad, Thalassa, Despina, Galatea, Larissa, S2004N1, Proteus, Triton, Nereid, Palamede, Sao, Laomedeia, Samath, and Neso. Tired from all the traveling and the fact that you didn't sleep well on Pluto either, you slept 12 Earth hours. That's nearly a day on Neptune. Only having 5 hours left, you stay in your room, and not like you could have gone anywhere as the strongest winds in the solar system blows against the window. Please take all necessary precautions against the winds. They can pulverize your bones. Once you manage to make the spaceport, your next destination should be Jupiter, the giant planet of the solar system. You couldn't land on the planet because it's made entirely of hydrogen and helium, with some traces of other gases. This is likely to make you a little sad because now you can't witness the diamond rain that has been the talk of the town, more like the talk of the galaxy. However, you can still snap some pictures of the Great Red Spot, which is like a hurricane you see on Earth, only it's the size of 2 whole Earths. Might also post them on Instagram if it hasn't crashed yet again in the 2050s. Jupiter has 2.4 times the gravity of Earth and has the shortest day amongst all the planets in the solar system. A day on Jupiter is only 10 Earth hours. Sleeping there wouldn't exactly be very refreshing, but oh well, you've had your fun, right? Martians have strict security protocols in place thanks to the ridiculous invasion fiction and fantasies we've been scribbling about on Earth. But once you're allowed to land on the planet, a whole different world is awaiting for you, quite literally. Mars, with a landscape of sand and rocks, is the most similar to our planet's terrain. The red appearance is from the vast amount of iron rusting in the ground. Mars has the most major dust storms and is home to the tallest mountain. The Olympus Mons is 2.5 times the height of Mount Everest above sea level, all because of the lack of mobile tectonic plates on Mars, allowing volcanoes to reach unimaginable heights. A day on Mars is 25 hours long, quite like Earth. This might be an excellent time to get your sleep pattern back in order, even if it is just for a few days. You can't stay on one planet for too long, gotta keep moving. We might have to skip the Venus visit, it's just too hot for our spacecraft. We would rather head towards Mercury. The body weight here is 38% of what it is on Earth, and a day lasts 176 Earth days. You'd have to stay longer than any planet and can only go to the surface when the sun sets off. On Mercury, you get to witness an epic sunset and a sky draped with a blue hue. Because of its elliptical, egg-shaped orbit and slow rotation, the sun appears to rise briefly, set, and rise again from some parts of Mercury. The same thing happens in reverse at sunset. But it is best to leave Mercury soon before the temperature turns too chilly. You arrive at a ringed planet and see the giant moons orbiting around it. Sounds familiar, no? Something that you've been reading about in your textbooks. Yep, you're on Saturn. This planet is extremely windy in the upper atmosphere. Using a telescope, you can see the Saturn rings, which are believed by the scientists to be the remains of comets and dwarf planets. You can stay here for 11 hours because that's what the duration of the day is on this planet. Finally, it is time for you to go home. When you come back to Earth, it will be November 2052, which means that you have been traveling for a year. Your muscles may have become weak and had a tough time sleeping. It became so bad that you might have to hibernate to get used to the gravity of Earth. Once you get back, an even bigger challenge than hitchhiking across the solar system may await, and that is choosing an American president again. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a stellar blockchain Q&A platform that pays you to learn. If you loved what you just watched, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.